register, go to conquerchiari.org. That's CONQUERCHIARI.org. Walkers who pre-register by August 16th with a donation of $25 will receive a t-shirt to remember the day they helped conquer Chiari.
1230 WBCT. 1230 WBCT. The thoughts and opinions expressed are those of the sponsors and don't necessarily reflect those of this station or iHeartMedia.
Lunchtime. So, how's your morning going up till now? It's noontime, and two boys from Brooklyn want to serve you a huge portion of humor for lunch. So break out the lunch pail, or the sandwich you packed, and let Les and Freddie S. bring you jokes and nostalgia mixed in with important information about medicine, food, dating, or just the stuff you need to help that bagel go down nice and smoothly. And if you have a story about anything you want to share, a bad date, a movie review, or just the strangest thing that happened to you at work, call in and join the fun toll-free at 1-800-889-0267. Right now, sit back and let's start the lunch break. Freddie S. and Les are ready, so here are the boys.
When my baby smiles at me, I go to Rio de Janeiro, Mamma Mia. I go wild and then I have to do the samba and the bamba.
Music.
You ready?
I've been ready my whole life, baby. How you doing?
Holy smokes, good afternoon.
Is it just us?
It's just us.
Well, I'll tell you what happened.
So I like it.
We had this hot bimbo coming in, but she got lost. She's at another station.
Wah, wah.
No, I'm serious.
Is she at NN?
We don't know where she is.
Oh, well.
You know what that means?
She blonde?
You know what that means?
No, first of all, she was telling me a story. She went to Disney World. It says Disney World left, so she went home.
That's an old joke.
I'm an old guy.
Listen, you know what it means?
Yeah.
You have to play the music. We can't find it. We can't find the host. You got to play the music for the hostess with the Moses. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe,
Good morning, buddy.
where joking and having fun is part of what we do.
That's right. And whoever is offended, we don't really care.
Yeah,
I saw. Did you see how she looked with her glasses off? She looked really hot.
Who?
Who, me?
You, I looked at you with your glasses, babe.
It happens.
Are those magnifiers?
Yeah, they're cheaters. They're
That's her middle name, Cheetah. And look at the shirt she's wearing. She got her.
Wait a second.
It's Tina.
hold
She's
on.
a cartoon.
Hey,
of-
Kyle, I want to ask you a question, buddy. You can call up and answer it, too.
He's never going to call.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Do you wear your magnifiers when you have sex?
No, man.
No.
No,
They
not
get
even when we
knocked.
kiss.
They knocked.
They're
Not
not
even when
gonna-
you kiss?
No, we take them because we both wear glasses.
That's
Come on.
right. They don't want to click the glass.
Listen. These are what do you call it? Bifocals.
Progressives.
They're bifocals.
And he's bisexual, so it's the same
All
thing.
right.
There you go. You got a lot of bye-bye in your life.
All right.
All right, listen, Lesso.
Yes, sir.
We are on M2 TV Productions on Facebook.
Right.
Live.
And a lot of people like our show, Freddie. You were telling me how many hits
Yes, I'm shocked. I'm totally
you got.
shocked.
Not more than me.
I was shocked.
What happened? What was going on?
A lot of views.
A lot of views. People
views,
liking
a lot
the
of
show.
comments, yeah.
Really?
Well, I gotta
That
find
was
them.
with Ari and the one we did with
Um,
Kiki.
oh, there you
Kiki.
go.
Hey, listen, I got a gripe.
What's that?
Kiki
go.
was on the show. I watched Scarface yesterday till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Chi-Chi.
Kiki.
I was wondering who Kiki was.
Isn't
Did you
it?
see him?
I don't act
Yeah, I
on.
saw him. He played a big role in that movie.
Really?
man.
He was stuck to Al Pacino's hip throughout the whole movie.
There you go.
Oh.
And he kept talking to me. You know, he's funny. He still has the same hat.
Hey, wore the hat on there?
On the show, on the movie, he wears the hat throughout the movie.
Well, they give him 17 hats because those are his residuals.
That's how they paid him.
Pay him in hats.
And he was in that from beginning to end.
Really? I gotta see that again.
Have you seen Scarface?
Oh, my, 100 times. I wasn't looking for Chi-Chi. I was looking for, you know who was so hot? Who was the blonde girl? Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle
Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer.
I think that was one of her first movies. I looked at her and said, whoa.
I don't think
She's-
she wore a bra throughout that
She didn't
whole
wear
movie.
a bra anywhere.
Ever.
And she's thin, real thin.
really crazy thin.
Real thin.
You look at her now and she's still hot.
Yes, she is. She's very beautiful.
Look at Christy Brinkley at 62 years old.
She's 62.
62. I saw her in a magazine. She looked unfreaking.
Was it Men's Health? He's always talking about Men's Health.
No, I know it was
Everything. That's his
it was
Playboy.
Women's Health.
Men's Health. He watches. He
I'm
looks
really-
at.
I read both of them.
He looks at Men's Health and says, "Look at the man.
Oh,
That's what I want to be."
You're a smart person, not you. You're like me.
Okay.
I went to put money in which I never do, the drive-in teller. Okay, why do they have Braille stuff on there? Those
For
people
people
aren't
who are
supposed.
blind.
Well, they had to get there in their car.
Maybe they're led out of the car.
Right?
Because sometimes my mom will.
no.
Listen, sometimes my mom will be like, "Hey, let me get out of the car. Stop
Yeah.
right here, and I'll get out of the car."
I'm saying to myself, my pity to anyone that has any kind of problems.
Sure.
And it's Braille.
You're talking about the drive-through.
Yeah, the drive-through. I'm trying to wonder.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Think
Bank
about
American. I'm just trying to think.
Bank of America has it. Yeah.
Yeah,
They all do.
If you're blind, you should be driving.
I parked the car one day, and I told Gio was with me. I said, Gio, I'm gonna go stand on the drive-through window with no car.
Oh, I've done that.
So it was a line of cars, and I'm standing there in between the cars, and people are tooting the horn and says, "Yo, idiot, why don't you go use the thing on the other side of the building?" I said, "Because I don't want to."
What a weirdo! You're such a weirdo.
Maybe that's why they have the
I did
Braille.
that at Burger King one day.
But maybe that's why they have the Braille.
I've done that at Burger King.
I
and
just walked up and he
McDonald's.
says, "Where's your car?" I said, "Over there."
I've done that.
So this is
drunk. I've done that really
Yeah.
drunk. Yeah.
You said
you do?
all those lines.
What you do?
I went up to. I was with a friend. It was after going to the club, and we went to the McDonald's drive-through.
Oh, the drive-thru.
We walked up.
Hey, listen, this weekend, I went to Tijuana Flats. I took
My
Gio's-
mother hates it.
Oh, I have. There's one by my house. Is it good?
I like
Well,
it.
hold on a second. I went there because Gio's girlfriend was in town. And that's her number one place. She
Did you
wants to
did
stay.
you have the ghost pepper?
Oh, hold on. So we go in there, and it's kind of dark.
Yes, it is.
There's no lights on. So
I know it's very clubby.
somebody next door went to Starbucks and drove over the power plant, took the whole thing out.
Oh,
It went
what?
dark.
But I've been to the one in Boca, and it's pretty dark in there.
Yeah, well, this was pitch black.
Oh, this was dark,
There's
dark,
one.
dark.
There's one
This
at
is
my
darker.
house by where I live in Plantation. And I
Yeah.
was wondering if is it good?
It's very good.
My mother cannot stand. I don't know why.
Why?
I love it.
I thought it was great.
I thought it was fantastic.
The melted
Fantastic.
cheese was
Fantastic.
delicious, and it has a
I
lot
want
of
to
sauces.
let you know it was fantastic.
It was fantastic.
It is better to look good.
Listen, this is.
I like
I'm going to speak in my native tongue.
Oh, good. Broken English.
For broken English, because we have a gold winner for the first
Yeah,
time
and what
in the
sport?
history of Puerto Rico. Tennis. Tennis.
Who did he play?
It's a she.
Who she play?
It don't matter. She won the
Wow.
gold medal. And do you know my mother called today? She called me
Really?
crying
What?
because she knows the family.
Well, let me ask you a
Ah.
question. The Williams sisters evidently weren't playing.
They're not Puerto Rican. Yes, they did. They got eliminated.
Wow.
Dun,
That's how
dun,
good this girl is.
Dun dun dun.
Where's my music?
All right, here.
Where'd she steal the racket from?
She borrowed
Oh.
it from a Jewish guy next door.
The Jewish guy had to take it.
He owned all of them.
The Jewish guy must have left his told him
What
his
is that?
license.
Wait a minute. What are you playing?
It's Edie's Chacon.
Do you know who Edie Chacon is?
She's got big bazoombas
Does she?
and a big booty.
She was big everywhere, man.
She was big,
She
big.
was huge.
Before
How come we don't bring
J-Lo.
her in?
She's got to be
She's
97
got to
years
be like
old now.
100 or
Oh
something.
wow, a young
Is she still alive?
Probably.
See if she's still alive. We'll call her.
You remember this show, right?
I used to be faithful.
I know you
I
were.
watched the Chacon show all the
Do
time.
you know, I watch Spanish TV and I have no idea what they're talking about, but the women on those shows are unfreaking believable.
You like the telenovelas?
Well, I got to ask you a question. I was thinking about this yesterday, and you'd love this one too.
Go ahead.
Could you think of the stupidest thing you ever did
Good Lord.
in your life before you
That's
were?
a lot.
You mean besides this show?
Yeah. This. I was going to say besides the show. So I have a brand new car. I got 11,000 miles on it already. Okay, so what is the dumbest thing that you don't regret because it actually didn't hurt anybody that you did in your life?
Jeez,
Gee,
that's a big.
That's a heavy question.
I'm going to tell you the one because I thought about this.
Okay.
You nailed down the one thing in 74 years. You nailed it down. This
Okay.
I gotta hear this.
Yeah.
We had a professor at the University of Miami where you had the hour-and-a-half class. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, the classes were 90 minutes.
Right.
So he would sit and read and read and read, and we all sit there and saying, we're not going to pass this course. He said, none of us know. He would talk so fast.
What was the subject?
Yeah, finance.
Ugh. Okay.
Which is something I said. I went up to him one day. He didn't laugh. I said, "You ought to make an 8-track to go in the car." He said, "Why?" I said, "Because you could put us to sleep." He said, "Mr. Mayor, your grades, you must be asleep."
Okay.
So now-
Les, I need to know.
Okay, I'm gonna do-
before the
Well, I
hour's
have
up.
to, I have to preface it.
Yeah, he has
Do
to
you
preface
ever
it.
remember the Metropolitan car? She might not remember that small little car that was smaller than the name car out. It held only 2 people. It was about this big. He drove that.
Like the smart car.
Yeah. So
It was smaller than a Pacer?
yeah. Oh,
Smaller than a smart car?
It was the It was the Nash Metropolitan.
Remember when Fiats were big in the 70s?
Who?
Fiats, before they left and then it came back.
Well, Fiat was a sports car in those days.
It was tiny.
Yeah, it
or
was a-
like an MG?
It was like the MG Midget,
Okay.
but it had a big front.
Sure.
And it wasn't like the Fiat you have now is a sports car. It was
Right.
like 4-speed. So I said, you know what? We're going to have some fun with this doctor. So we knew the people at the library. Me and 4 of the football guys picked it up and stuck it inside the library.
Oh, we did that. No, we
No
did
way.
that. We did that
Really?
with a Volkswagen Rabbit in Puerto Rico.
Oh, but this was a small car. I mean, it was being-
Volkswagen's light. I had 12 football
That wasn't
players.
stupid. That was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you're
We
gonna
were
tell
all
me
suspended.
that's the one stupid thing in your life. I
Oh, no,
know
there
7
was-
stupider things, and I've
Me
known you
too.
17 years.
I was in a biology class. I was in a biology class at the University of Miami. And I said to myself, "Why am I taking biology? Why? Because there's a lot of hot chicks there."
Right.
Okay, so I knew I was going to fail this thing, so I got very close to the proctor who worked with the professor, and I took her out. She was as ugly as she's as ugly as
Oh, that's not nice.
I'm pointing.
Stop
Wait a
it.
minute. This is another story.
Yes,
Yeah, I think I
apparently.
got
How many things of these things you think I want to hear?
I want to hear
Okay.
it. Come on.
Again?
Yeah, I want to hear this.
So I took her out, didn't bang her, took her out, and I said, "Is there any way you gave me a copy of the exam?"
Oh, you're terrible. You used her.
Oh, of course.
Oh my God. Okay, good.
She said, "Will you take me out for dinner one night?" I said, "Take you out for dinner anytime you want."
Will you take me out? It was like desperation.
Took her out for a nice dinner.
Oh.
And
Where'd you go, Wolfies?
no, I'll tell you what was over there. There was a Pumpernicks at the University of Miami. It's now a Denny's.
Really?
There was a Pumpernicks at the
I know where
University
that
of Miami.
Denny's is, yeah.
And the girl that worked there, her name was Barbara. It was this incredible-looking older woman that just liked all of us guys that came in. She let us sit there and she'd bring us rolls, wouldn't even charge us for it.
Cool.
So what happened was, I get called in, and 3 of my buddies get called in, and they looked at me, the professor, and he said, "Mr. Mayor, let me ask you a question. You've never answered more than 5 questions right."
Now you got 100.
I didn't get 100. I tried to get like a 90.
Listen, can you sort of wrap this up?
I'm all done.
That's
Is that it?
Oh yeah, I flunked the course. I take it over again. Both courses, finance and biology.
But you got the
Okay,
answers
all right, let me
after
get-
taking it
this,
to dinner.
This is the most embarrassing thing? Or is this
I
a
never
different
said
thing?
embarrassing. I said the most embarrassing, the dumbest.
was
I said
terrible.
the stupidest
You
thing that you've
failed?
ever done.
A course?
No, that he did that to a girl. That he used her to get the answers. He got the answer key.
Using her was if I banged her. I didn't bang her.
Okay, well,
Listen,
still.
I'm gonna give you more embarrassing.
You were nice to her. By the way, Edith Chacon is 66 years old.
Is there a picture?
Oh,
of her?
she's younger than me.
Does she have a picture?
They have a good picture. They got a picture from like 30 years ago.
Now I'm going to tell you something about me.
Okay.
Again?
And then
The whole show's been about
Well, it's only
you.
18 minutes, Freddie. I mean, we got a lot of time. The bimbo isn't here. It's just you, me, and the beauty in there.
All right.
Here's the thing.
Uh-oh. Look who's behind. Look who's in the booth.
Who's in there?
Oh, it's Ken
Harris.
Harris.
Hey, Ken Harris.
Ken Harris!
Hey, Ken, can you read between the lines?
Oh, he has a letter. That's
my-
got to be from me.
We're off. Okay. When I dated a woman steady, I never cheated on her.
No?
Ever.
And again, this is another one of the most disappointing things in
I
your
was
life.
bad. I cheated.
No, I never did.
No.
But I
But I paid for it. I paid for all of it.
Yeah, well,
I got payback for
I
it.
screwed around, but
Hey.
wasn't with the same. I was with different women.
I'm gonna tell you my
Good.
my recent, because I can tell you lots of stories.
Yeah.
Give you my recent. Is Ken Harris is standing outside the booth. Come on in, Ken. Yeah, come on. Yeah.
He sees that the light is on in my booth. So.
Come on in, Kenny,
here
baby.
we go. Oh,
There it is. The pizza. Where you going?
he's gonna
The
go
pizza
get him.
Nazis in the other booth.
He's gonna go get him.
He's getting kid. Hey, Les, you gotta walk around with a mic.
I know, right? This isn't that kind of show.
You gotta walk around with a mic so I can show people you're going after Ken Harris.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Hey, Kenny, baby.
Oh, that's from me to you. Those are some notes.
Oh, hey, Ken.
Ken?
Hey, Ken Harris.
Kennedy.
Can he
Beverly
hear
Kennedy.
us?
Is that Ken Harris?
He can't hear us.
Hi,
Hold on.
Ken. How you doing? You old bat. Everything going good? You're not getting any money there. Keep smiling.
You guys are terrible.
Kenny, baby. That's a Pizza Nazi Jr. How you doing?
Do you know there's no food here today? You know why? They're eating it in the morning now.
That's why Ken is out here, because he's looking for the food.
No, they ate it in the morning.
I know, but he's looking for
Did
the
you
food.
know that?
No, I just got here.
They ate it in the morning.
You didn't get no food either?
No, I just got here.
All right, so listen.
Yes.
I'm gonna give you one of my atrocities.
Atrocities.
That too.
I can't. Atrocity. How do you say it?
Atrocities.
Atrocities.
Yes.
There was a girl that I met once in,
Oh, boy.
in Pelham, in the Bronx.
Oh, okay.
In the Bronx.
Pelham Parkway.
It was okay. We'll use that because I can't remember the name of the
Okay.
park.
Okay.
And I didn't like her too much.
You did not like her
No,
too
I
much.
couldn't get rid of her. You ever notice that?
She liked you.
Gum sticks on your shoe, yeah.
Come sticks on. He's a metaphor king.
I know, right?
So I take her and I took her to the movies. And I was really, really
Did you see
rude.
Taxi Driver?
No, I saw the Al Pacino movie. What was the name of the one?
Marathon Man?
No, he was after the.
Serpico.
Serpico.
No, he was after the gays.
Oh.
They banned that movie. I had to cross
Wasn't that Cruising?
cruising.
Oh, you
never
took her
s-
to see Cruising?
Cruising.
I never saw that movie.
I'm gonna tell you something. I had to cross a police barricade because
What?
Oh, I would imagine,
they
yeah.
were rioting. The gays were rioting, right?
Did you ever watch Mississippi Burning?
Yeah, well, I saw it on TV.
Yes, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
But anyway, I take her into the movie. I take her to Burger King, big time
yeah.
spender.
You spent a lot of money on
And
this
then I
chick.
took her to the park because
To
I
do
said,
what?
I said, let's go to the
To
park.
sit.
So we go in the park. We go on the track. We keep going. And I said, listen, I'll be right back. Let me go get a light.
Oh, I did that in the movies.
And I left.
You ditched her?
I ditched her.
I did it in the movie theater.
You people.
Let me explain
You guys
something.
are horrible.
I tried to ditch her in the movie theater. I went downstairs. I was gonna go.
I went
up.
home.
I was
Did
gonna
you?
go home.
So and then you called her the
She
next
caught
day.
me.
She caught.
She caught me
you.
almost leaving, and she says, "Where you going?" I says, "I'm going upstairs." She says, "Upstairs the other way." I
You
said, "I
know,
know."
you know who I'm imagining? I'm imagining that horror date that
Date from hell.
George Costanza went on with the daughter of the lady from the office of the employment office, and she was terrible. She was really fat.
Oh my God! I want to come up.
Right? That's,
The unemployment office said you.
yes. Right, and so that's who I'm imagining Freddie was on a date with, that big lady.
Understand one thing.
Nah.
I'm 6 foot tall. When my cousin set me up with a midget,
Aw.
and I was very nice.
Yeah.
I said, "Do you need a booster seat to see the movie?" I was funny in those days too.
I can imagine.
You dated a midget?
No, I went to get popcorn for everyone. I went home.
Hey, you got new lights? Those are fancy schmancy.
You sweat under these lights.
That's the idea. I went
Those
over
are
to.
nice.
Dr. Pinoza was 12 pounds yesterday.
Yeah, what we're doing is because we're high def, so we're trying to get the camera to be a little
Highfalutin.
Do you realize how much money he spends on the show?
I know, right?
I know, and it goes to show you.
Just that thing right there. That thing, how much is that?
This
That's
thing
like
is
10 grand?
12 grand.
Yeah, see? 12 grand.
Yeah, but you know something? The funny thing is that I notice that people walk by the set
Uh-huh.
because they're selling airtime. So that guy that was on here Sunday, he says, "Where are the banners? Where are the lights? What happened?" And I says, "No, that's
Yeah.
our show. We take that up and down every day." I says, "Every day."
Oh, you mean the guy after you?
Yeah, on Sundays after Pinoza. And it's funny because everybody was looking to see. Another thing, I got lots of calls and people wondering. We're on Facebook,
Right.
and they're saying you're not using your phone. I said, "No, we're a production company."
And Dr. Pinozzo has his own app now. You could get that on. Tell him where.
What?
Yeah, you can go to the iApp store and download
App Store.
Pinozo.tv.
Yeah.
But not for Android?
For both, yeah.
Yeah, for everything.
Both.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pinozo.tv. And now I just opened up his Facebook page, so his shows are going to stream live on Pinozo.tv on Facebook.
He's big time, this guy.
What people don't understand, with all kidding aside, him and I together are the perfect team to make everyone's business larger, but they don't understand.
True.
You're looking at thousands and thousands of dollars worth of equipment.
And my mother is so cute because we'll be watching TV and she's like, "Look, there's your doctor. There's his commercial, Panozzo. There's the Panozzo."
Well, you should text me every time that commercial
Yeah,
plays.
Okay.
Because I live in Boca, so I can't see
I
it.
think it's on True TV actually.
Which
So
one are they running?
it's a better one. It's the better sounding and better quality.
Is it the one where he says, "Hi, this is Dr. Panozzo," or is it the one with the Chivas, the hockey player?
No, it's the.
Okay, we have to redo. We gotta redo that commercial,
You
please.
think?
Well, I didn't tell him to come here like a horse.
What happens is we got a lot of work. We'll be there Tuesday.
We got a lot of work.
If you're listening, buddy, we're going to be there Tuesday, me and him.
Doc.
And make sure that girl brings more cookies. Those are good.
I gave those out last night.
You didn't eat 'em?
At a dinner party.
Were
Weren't
they good?
delicious?
They were good.
What
I had
kind
one.
were they? What kind were they?
Her and her husband are a chef,
Right.
Yeah, what's his name?
Alan.
Sleepy.
Chef Allen? From
He's
where?
sleepy.
No, he did that in London. He was a chef in London.
Oh, he's
he's
a chef.
English.
Is that how he made his money? That's why he's driving that Bentley around here?
That Bentley is worth more. That's a Rolls. Is that a Rolls Royce or a Bentley? I don't even.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it was a Bentley.
It was a Bentley, yeah.
But he has fancy cars, but this is the car he was. That car is worth more than than a new Bentley. I mean, that's
Right.
All I know is that guy was behind you on a Sunday and he rolled over like a baseball.
He
He
wait-
almost freaking went to the ground.
That's
fell
how he made
asleep.
his money, through cooking?
Yeah, he was a chef.
He owned he owned a whole bunch of restaurants in New York and
I'm
in
in the
London.
wrong racket.
Did you ever see his wife's ring?
I know, it's a doorknob.
Yeah.
I know.
No, it's a squeak. I should go ice skating on that ring. That's how big it is.
That was funny. Listen, do you cook?
I do, actually.
You do?
Yeah, I'm very
What do
good
you
at it.
cook?
I do all kinds of things. I'll open something up and I'm
She
like,
does all kinds of things.
I bet
What?
she does.
What do you cook?
my favorite thing to make is this really good baked polenta.
Okay, what is that?
She makes polenta and then polenta's.
What's polenta?
You don't know what polenta is? It's like a rice, right?
If I knew what polenta was, I wouldn't be asking you.
So what she does is she cooks the polenta and she stirs it, and then she
Like a
bakes it in the
paella?
oven.
With all kinds of stuff. I
Yeah.
put wild mushrooms, different kind of mushrooms.
Is that like a
wild rice.
paella?
No, it's not as no. And then I put gorgonzola and rosemary, and it's delicious. The house smells wonderful. And
Pull up. I can't remember. Is it cornmeal? I can't remember.
yeah,
what
like a
polenta is.
cornmeal
Yeah.
because you whip it up and it's
Oh,
like
I know
almost
what
like
that
mashed
is.
potatoes.
It's really good. Polenta's good. I like
That
polenta. And
makes
the way
sense.
she makes, I like it.
I want paella.
I love
I could
paella.
probably make that.
You can?
Yeah.
My wife's
have her
fa-
cook
pa-
as a dish.
paella is. You know who makes good paella? If you ever go to Padrino's, I think there's one here. They make paella for two.
Nice.
On Atlantic Restaurant, there's a Cuban restaurant. I can't give out the name because obvious reasons, but they make the best paella.
I love paella.
The best.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think if I could just eat Italian food and Cuban food or Spanish food, I'm happy.
For me, it's Asian. Anything Asian.
Yeah.
I like all the
You
different.
like Asian?
You like Asian? I can find you a guy that.
Have you ever dated an Asian?
Never.
You ever dated an Asian?
Never.
I did, but the thing that VJ was
America.
on the side.
Okay. So, but you
It
ever
was a
dated
straight-
an
Oh
Asian?
VJ's
yeah,
on the
Asians.
side.
Let me tell you, Asian women don't have the greatest bodies in the world, but man, can they use what they've got?
So you dated an Asian?
Well, yeah. Well, she was Chinese.
One time?
That's
Two times?
Asian,
Three
yeah.
times?
Maybe twice. I picked her up at the Castaways, and she was there for a weekend. So
Castaways,
maybe
of course.
twice.
Castaway.
Yeah.
Maybe
I dated one in NYU, and she was Miss Asian USA or something. I don't
No,
know.
mine was just a point ordinary.
But check this out. Her father,
She owned a dry cleaners, right?
that's good. Her father forbid me to date her.
No shrinkage, no shrinkage. That's the way it came.
Father said, she had like 6 brothers. You get around my daughter, we chop suey you. So I couldn't say. It
Chop
was like
suey's
two
delicious.
weeks only.
Say what, chop suey?
Chop suey you.
We chop suey you.
Oh.
Chop suey's delicious.
Yeah, but not when they make you the
Make
main
you
course.
in other words, it would come with Freddie on the side.
Delish.
That's right.
Why
I
not?
was not gonna get involved in
No,
that.
never-
Hey, listen, 1-800-889-0267.
I don't want to be bothered by calls.
Have you dated
Give us
an
a-
Asian?
Give us a call.
No, I don't call us. We're just having a good time today.
Take it easy.
Oh, Bimbo, if you the station is at West Palm, so if you're anywhere else, just stay home. We come the next day.
1-800-889-0267. Give us a call and tell us the funniest date you ever had. How's that?
The funniest day,
Funniest date.
funniest date. God, I remember. All my dates are kind of funny. As soon as I took off
No,
my
there's got
pants,
to be. There's
all
got.
of them laughed.
Except for you, who.
The funniest date.
I'm
Go
playing
ahead.
it. I'm playing the
That's-
music. I'm playing the
Which one?
funeral dirge for the.
That's right.
for
That,
the
and you.
bimbo.
And if somebody calls, that's what you play.
The funny. Could you figure the funniest date you have?
Yeah.
All right, go. You go first then, because I really can't think of a funniest date.
I took a girl to Playland one day.
I loved Playland.
Isn't that the best?
Yeah,
I
used to-
You
I
remember
got-
the bumper cars when you walked in?
Oh,
Oh
do
my
I
God, the
love
whole
the?
thing.
Didn't you love the bumper cars?
Loved it. So I took-
Playland was the best.
So I took this chick on the bumper cars,
Oh boy.
and somebody smacked her, and her neck sort of.
Oh yeah, those are the
Whiplash.
bumper.
whiplash. So she was hurt. So I run out of my car
Uh-huh.
to try to try to.
Oh,
go
you were in separate cars.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't do that with a chick, man.
Oh
You
no,
say-
this chick was heavy duty. She was
She was a full-figured gal.
She was Gongoli.
I like full-figured women.
So I ran to her aid
Okay.
to help her.
She had an aide there.
She had me, and she
She
gets
must have been a no bitch.
she gets hit again, bro. I go flying.
Oh no.
I go flying. The guys, they stopped the ride. They threw me
That
out.
doesn't
They were gonna
sound
throw me
funny,
out-
though.
They were gonna throw me out of the park. She was dying. She thought it was very funny.
Really?
There's no place like Playland. I don't care. I love Disney. I'm a Disney person, but Playland, there was just something so.
There
Did
was
you
only a
ever
handful of
remember-
rides.
Do you ever remember the old days when we're going back to those times? How everything was so much nicer.
Yeah.
And Betty had nice rides.
Simple.
What about the rides now? Did you see how all
What are these kids are getting hurt?
they're falling off the track?
The kid got decapitated, the one off the largest.
The water thing, and
Yeah.
his father's a state senator or something. That thing ain't never opening again.
Wah, wah.
And then
Some
they
of those
had
things go 80 miles an hour. Those roller coasters.
I mean, what in God's creation are you building something to the sky?
I've
for the
never
clouds
been
to
on a
fall?
roller coaster
I
in
don't
my
like-
life,
I
but you
don't
know
like-
what I was? Remember the parachute ride at Coney Island?
You didn't do the
I did the Coney Island parachute, but I never did a roller coaster.
You do the parachute, you did the roller coaster, and the parachute is worse.
I get
I
like
think
dizzy
so.
and disoriented
So
on those
do I.
things. Now my daughter goes on everything. She goes on all those rides. She loves it.
I envy
Yeah,
her.
Linda loves it. I went with Gio and Linda. They went on everything in the world. They took pictures of me having a heart attack.
I went on the teacups at Disney World and almost threw up.
We play that scene every Christmas, every Halloween.
I want to go there.
But
No, we
what's
play
that?
it, and Gio puts it on the air.
Well,
what the-
when we come back after Pinoza, you're gonna tell us the funniest date you've ever had.
Sure. All right, so we shall return.
889-1-800-889-0267.
Yeah.
Give us a call.
I don't want them to call. What happens?
See you on the other side.
Please welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet network that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet television production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes and live streaming, as well as tape productions. Let AMP2 TV handle all of your television production needs. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP2.tv. Or call them at 1-866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
Have you ever had a business idea that you thought would be a great solution to tough challenges in today's world, but have no idea how to get started? You don't want to waste investment money on ideas that just don't work. Introducing Health and Wealth Seminars, a sophisticated advertising agency with over 40 years in the ad business. What makes Health and Wealth different from other agencies is they fit your product into the public's need. They help put together the strategy of your business before you commit thousands of dollars. And just find out those ideas just don't work. Health and Wealth Seminars carry advertising contracts, radio and television contracts, and even a production service contract that will cover all of your business needs. Call today, 954-303-9563, and let Health and Wealth Seminars carry your business to the next level. The number is 954-303-9563. And remember that what happens when you don't advertise is nothing. 954-303-9563 is the number you need to get your business started in the right direction.
Hi, it's Leah, here to tell you about Dr. Anthony Pinozzo. He's a pain specialist located in southern Palm Beach County, so if you or somebody that you know is suffering in pain, Dr. Pinozzo is the one you guys need to call. And make that call today, because living in pain is no way to go through life. Dr. Pinozzo has been in practice now for more than 49 years. He's treated more than 73,000 patients for pain. He's an expert when it comes to diagnosing the pain, and he has had huge turnarounds. In fact, people living with scoliosis, he has had nearly a 100% turnaround. Lumbar pain as well. If you've got lower back pain, if you're suffering with migraines or flat feet pain, maybe pain in your elbows, your neck, your shoulders, Dr. Pinozzo can help you. And the greatest thing is he can help you without drugs, without surgery, and without having to go through weeks and months of rehabilitation. Give him a call today. Set up an appointment. It's 561-381-5800. Tune into his show Sundays, 11 to noon.
Is your child's tablet time greater than engaged activity time? Are you seeking better wellness strategies for your family? Do you want to redefine what your family's quality time looks like? At New Dawn Health Solutions, we focus on the 4 pillars of health coaching: lifestyle, exercise, attitude, and nutrition to create a balanced approach to wellness. Together, we will open the conversation with you and your children on ways to empower healthy eating increase physical activity, and set goals. Let's talk about the issues that are important to your family's health. Give New Dawn Health Solutions a call at 561-901-2854 or email us at dawn@newdawnhealthsolutions.com.
You're lunching with two boys from Brooklyn who invite you to advertise on the show. Share your good news. Just call 866-224-5422 and get all the information. There are plenty of options, and this could be a great chance to get the word out about your business or service. That's 866-224-5422. Now let's get back to those two boys from Brooklyn.
Tell them what you're doing.
And we're back.
And guess who's on the phone?
Who's on the phone?
It's Dr. Pinozo.
It's Mr.
Hey.
Nito.
Hi, Doc.
Hey, how are you guys?
We're doing good. Did Freddie tell you what's going on? Tell what you did for the doc.
We opened up Pinozo.tv on Facebook. Your shows are going to play on Facebook live starting Sunday.
What was that?
That's fantastic.
Darn right it
we
is.
got 38 more apps that were pushed out. People are actually downloading your app on Pinozo.tv on your app buyer. What do they call that? Apple?
Apple Store.
The Apple Store. Yeah.
Yeah, the Apple Store.
Yeah.
You can't get a banana at the Apple Store. You know that.
No, you can't.
So, Doc, tell me what's
That was pretty funny.
tell me what's going on today, buddy.
Well, we're working hard. We just closed the door. The morning's over, and we're going to have some lunch, and then we'll have off.
Doc, don't take us to
today.
lunch.
Wow.
How about that?
If I knew you were going to take, who'd you taking to lunch? Just you?
Who's going to lunch with you?
Are you taking one of the patients?
He's laughing at you.
Hey, Doc, here's what you do.
He's laughing because he ain't taking you.
He ain't taking me, damn it. Hey, Doc, tell Ingrid we need some more cookies.
Oh, Ingrid, tomorrow's her day.
Oh, well, me and Freddie are going to be there tomorrow, right, Freddie?
Yeah, we're going down to give you a visit.
We're going to visit you, make sure everything's okay. I spoke to, who did I speak? Oh, I spoke to, I can't mention his name, the guy, Jay, the guy with the J. He says he's going to probably come in again. He needs another shot.
The guy with the J.
You know what I mean, don't you? The guy that had the two knees that were operated on?
Oh, sure. Yeah. He's playing hard. I mean, that was a lot of scar tissue.
Wow.
Anybody listening to this, don't consider that to be easy to do. It's very difficult. Once the scar tissue shows up, very hard to take it out.
And that was on both knees. I told you, this is the first time I've ever seen him on the bike. He was riding the bike. He never did cardio because he couldn't walk. So let me just say this, folks.
Fantastic.
Everything you hear in this show and everything you hear in all our other shows is the gospel. I mean, if you're in pain, you should never live in pain. Yeah. So you can always.
Well, we had a nice show yesterday, and I wish more people would listen to it. It's a lot of information there.
That was a good show yesterday.
That was a great show yesterday. We couldn't even get to our questions. I mean, we keep getting questions now. I remember, Doc, Chicago, the wonderful town, that wonderful town, Chicago. They want you to. Everyone wants you.
That's next. Okay.
Hey, buddy, always good to hear from you. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Take it easy, you guys.
You too, my friend.
You have a very funny show. Very funny.
Well, I'm looking at Freddie. How could you not be funny?
Give out the Doc's number.
Hey, thanks, Doc. Hey, if you want to get in touch with Dr. Pinozo, it's 561-381-5800, because you know what? Nothing's worse than having pain.
That's right.
And if you have pain, most of the time, I'd say 95% of the time, you can cure it in maybe one visit.
Yes.
But if you have something like multiple injuries, yes, he could cure it.
Some of them take a little longer than others to get
like scoliosis, or other people that have scoliosis.
It didn't take you one day to get that kind of
my God,
issue, but it does work. You just got to stick with the plan.
And you know what I found out, Fred? The people that have scoliosis that wait, it
gets worse.
It keeps getting worse. Would you believe that he could cure scoliosis?
That's crazy.
Amazing.
Do you know, me and Gio were there last week, and he put his hand on Gio's back, like tapping him on the back. Hey, good job. And he said, Gio, come to the table. I'm going to take that out. And I looked at Gio, and I've always said that Gio had a slight,
curvature?
very, very slight curvature.
Really?
And he said to him, we have to. No, Doc, I'm okay. Gio's eyes opened up like saucers. And when we left, I said, Gio, I'm bringing you back. I'm going to have Doc take that out.
Wow.
Let me tell you something. If you let somebody get close to your boys, to help to fix your groin.
Right.
You gotta really trust the guy. Let me tell you.
He left yours intact?
No, my groin, my
You
boys
still
are
have
okay.
yours?
I got little boys. I
Little
told you,
boys.
I had a boy job.
You had a
Hey.
point. Why not? You've had everything else.
No, because they were getting wet every time. I was afraid they'd go right down the drain one day.
Wavy is me.
Yeah,
Do you
hey.
want to hear my crazy date?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, okay, great. That's
Yeah.
Come on.
So I went on a blind date.
The guy couldn't see.
No, he could. He liked what he saw.
Oh, I do too.
That hurt.
that was weird. He liked what he saw, and he was very nice, and he was an artist, and they put me on this date with him because we're artsy fartsy, whatever.
Right.
And the kid just starts talking about, do you believe in reincarnation? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. And he's like, well, I would. And then he went off, and he gave me this whole diatribe on why he believes in reincarnation and what he would be. He said
He gave you a diatribe?
he gave me a whole spiel.
Gave
She's
him a
smart. I don't
diatribe.
know that.
He gave me a whole.
My head hurts when she talks.
I know.
I got the whole spiel. He said I would come back as a lesbian, and I would marry a black woman.
What
and
an angle.
Right?
What an angle.
I'm
This
like-
guy's angling you
And
up.
I'm like, what time is it?
Oh yeah.
So
and
what
it-
you doing? Tell him goodbye?
No, but we stayed friends. But holy moly! I mean, this is all he. And he's like, I would only adopt children, and I would adopt one from each country. I'm like,
Did he say anything that turned you on at all?
None at all.
I think once
Did
he
you tell him that?
No, we were very young.
I think once he started with the first thing of the reincarnation, she kind of lost.
And I lived in North Miami, and this was up in Boynton. And I'm like, what the hell? What the hell is
That's
a
right.
Boynton?
You were down here.
Yeah.
You ever go on a bad date?
Oh, God.
Yes,
And
can I
tell,
tell
and
you-
tell the girl it's a bad date?
Can I tell you? Can I tell you mine?
Well, let me get with this one.
Okay.
Okay, you're gonna crack up. We had a soda shop, my father and I, on Miami Beach that had 50 stools, and these two guys that were painters used to come in all the time, and I used to break their cojones.
Right.
I said, you're just a glorified waiter. They told me. I said, yeah, with a brand new Corvette out there.
Ooh.
And we got into arguments, but they came in because everything was cheap. Getting back, my sister fixes me up with this girl that's in her sorority.
Right.
And they're all, I go all the way down. Remember, I lived in North Bay Village. I had to drive all the way down to freaking Perrine.
Is that far?
Oh, God,
Yes, that's crazy. That's like almost Homestead.
Yeah.
That's-
It's like
Almost 80 miles.
Is that like Tampa to Naples?
No, it's
I
not
did
80
that on a
miles.
blind date.
I know.
Tampa
Yeah,
and
you
Naples.
told us.
And
that.
you go. What do you got to lose? You put the top down on the car. You listen to your AM radio.
So
you have a
what
ball.
happened? God, he's
the
long-winded
daughter.
today.
She's the daughter of the two guys and that's a true story that
You
when I opened the door and I saw that guy, I
She's
said,
the daughter of two men.
no, one guy.
Okay.
Could have been two. They were a little weird. She gets a bell for that, but it's too far away.
Too far.
Do you know
All
how,
right, all
you,
right,
know how
all
you
right.
feel when you go in there and you see the father?
Yeah, I can
And then you
imagine.
got to sit down with him and be nice.
That wasn't very funny.
It's
All right, let's try another one.
all right, you go.
I don't think it'll be funny. It was very annoying. I went to a show.
thought it was funny.
There's a guy. There's a punk icon. His name is Iggy Pop. And he lives
Oh,
down
I heard
there.
Iggy Pop.
Okay. He played.
Sure.
He played a place. He played a very small venue.
He's still alive.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He played a very small venue called the Culture Room, and of course, it was crazy. It's in Fort Lauderdale. It's crazy, sold out. I go with this idiot. I paid for the tickets to make matters worse. I paid for the tickets. We get there, and he starts to complain, and he starts to piss and moan. I think I even bought the drinks. I think so.
Holy.
You can't remember you were drunk.
So he starts to demand. He starts to make demands. I need to speak with the manager. I need management here.
Why?
Because it
Was he Jewish?
No, not at all.
Cuban.
No, not
Puerto
at all.
Rican?
No, he was from Wisconsin. I used to call him Never mind.
He's
Anyway,
a
so-
cheesehead.
anyway, anyway,
He was a cheesehead.
yeah, totally.
A curd.
So he starts to make all these demands, and eventually we have to go outside, and they don't allow you back in after you've been inside already.
Oh, really?
And he's going, I need the fire department here. This is ridiculous. This is dangerous. I missed the whole show. I never got to see Iggy Pop. He just and friends were there. They're watching the whole thing, laughing at me because I got my arms folded, my
And
foot is
paid for it yet.
Yes.
You got insulted and paid for it.
He was on. Iggy Pop was still living in New York. He was on Tony Bourdain.
Oh yeah, because he lives here.
Tony
No,
Bourdain.
he lives here.
Anthony Bourdain.
He lives in Miami.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, yeah.
I apologize. You were right. He had him on the show. He was doing it in Miami.
But you know what? You know how I think like a guy, because I was thinking, if this guy just shuts up and gives me a little something, I at least didn't waste my time tonight. Because you know
A
what?
little something.
I got
Check
a little
this
something.
out.
I got something. I'm like, if this guy could just shut, he's cute, but if he could just shut up.
But was the something worse than 2 tickets?
No,
No, it was. It was fun.
no, it wasn't.
It was good.
I could tell it was.
How long
It was.
How long?
We weren't really an item. I was just
No, I mean, how long was the something about?
oh, a few hours.
A few hours?
Yeah, maybe
Oh.
3 or 4 hours.
No way. And he went for 3 hours?
No, he didn't go for 3 hours.
That's
The
not
whole
what
thing
she's saying.
lasted free.
Oh,
you
you
made-
know,
oh, you
you
made
are so dense.
See, in the Jewish culture,
15 seconds.
no. Foreplay is 3 hours of begging. So in other words, I could go for 3.5 hours.
No, but I used to think, I
3.5
know
years.
you as guys have probably gone out with a really cute chick who is annoying, and it's like, just shut
Yeah.
up and do me. That's
No,
exactly how I was.
never said that.
You please.
No, I never did.
Child, please.
No, if she's annoying, we gotta go.
No, I seriously, I was with one that was hot as all get. What Freddie said, I
Had to run.
I said, I don't think this date is going well.
Yep.
And I said, I'd like to take you home, blah, blah, blah. And she
Right.
kept on talking and talking. I said, could you imagine having sex with him? Oh, you're putting it in the wrong way. Oh, you haven't heard
What
my...
are you doing? Did you hear
No,
about
the worst
Mabel?
thing. The worst
I've
thing.
taken girls home that really were annoying.
No, but the worst thing is that they're gonna want to see you the next day
No.
and come back for more.
Yeah.
And gotta move on.
Right?
I dated a girl in Manhattan. I'll make this one quick.
Okay.
She was younger than
We
me.
got time.
She was younger than me, and I dated her, and I took her to eat at a restaurant in Manhattan on the
Horn
west
and
side.
Hardart?
West side, huh?
Horn and Hardart?
What?
You never heard of Horn and Hardart? You lived in New York?
I don't. What is it? What is it? What he got? Marbles in his
I
mouth?
don't know what he's saying. Hornet Hardart? What is
You
it?
heard of it, right?
What is it? Hornet what?
Horn and Hardart was a restaurant in New York City.
Hornet Hideout?
Horn.
He's saying corn
It was
feet.
called
What?
Horn. H-O-R-N.
Horn?
And Hardart.
Hard art.
I can't help if that's it.
I gotta look
Horn
this
and
up.
Look up Horn and Hardart. You tell me what it, I'll tell you what it was.
Well, I didn't go there.
Okay, you do your
I
story.
just took
where
her
she
to a
looks it up.
restaurant, right? So I said to her, listen, I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be back, right? So I went to the bathroom. There was a little line, so I had to wait a couple of minutes. I come back, and she's not there.
Thank God.
She's running out the store. Les, I watch her leaving the store. And I went, where is she going?
Did you find it?
What is it? The Hornet what?
Horn. H-O-R-N.
and Hard
H-A-R-D-T.
Horn and Hard Art?
Yes.
Okay.
It
I looked up Hornet Hard Out.
No, it was a restaurant in New York where everything was in little boxes. So you put a quarter in, you got.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Les, that was 1958.
It was an automat.
Automat.
Automat, yes.
And you went to the other side of the store. You could do your laundry.
Oh, that looks really cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
they should
put a
bring that
quarter, You got
back.
a quarter in. You got spaghetti.
You got free botulism.
Yeah.
No, it was very.
Is it still open?
No. No, but they brought those back. There's some of them around the city that are doing that now.
Really?
Yeah. It's hip.
So let me get this right. That's where you took your dates? Really?
I think it's cool.
You're not ashamed of that?
Of what?
Of taking them to a coinage food?
Oh no, I never took them there. I was just mentioned where I said is that where you took them. No, I've never gone.
No,
there.
I took it
I've
to a
gone there
nice-
just with my father and mother. May they rest in peace. They never rest in peace.
No, I took him into a nice place, and she left. How you like that?
Wah, wah.
I went on a blind date with my cousin, Ruben, and he had the good-looking sister, and he gave me the oh boy. He gave me the oh boy. So I looked
That's
at him
called
and
the
said, listen,
grenade.
I'm feeling sick.
That's called the grenade. You took one for the team.
I took one for
wait.
the team, all right.
I had a friend. He was dating this one school teacher. I was dating the other one. Her name was Donna, and her and I dated for quite a long time. I thought I was going to marry her, and then when I broke up with Donna, he says, "I got to fix you up, with my sister." Now the guy was ugly.
Oh, boy.
You weren't dating him?
Wait. So I said, well, usually, I mean, I shouldn't say because my sister's
don't look
ugly
like you,
and
does
I'm
she?
good looking. No. So I come to the door and she comes out and I go, I couldn't swallow. She was so gorgeous.
She was.
Oh, God. You know those Italians with the dark black hair and those
Did
dark
she like
eyes? Her and I dated for about almost 6 months.
You're stopped, obviously.
You went on a blind date and the girl didn't like you.
Third date. Oh, yeah.
Third date. On the third date, they stopped.
I stood.
All right.
Oh,
third
did
date? I don't believe
I
that.
was fixed up. Yeah, third date. It was different.
I don't believe that.
Italian girls are different than Jewish girls. Believe me.
Yeah.
She was Jewish?
No, Italian. I was Jewish.
Italian. He's the joke.
You asked me because did I ever?
Were you Jewish at the time?
I had a schmeckel.
I don't believe 3 days.
Wait,
I don't believe it.
When
30
you-
days,
wait, when
3
you
years,
picked up a
3 months.
girl-
Okay, not
when
3
you
days.
picked up a girl at the Castaways, she knew, and you knew that
was
you were having
understood.
sex.
You're talking about the Castaway Bar?
The hotel, the resort.
was
Les,
a
you didn't pick up people at the Castaways. did
The
you?
one down here? Are you kidding? That was like
That's
meat,
a pickup
meat market central.
Oh my God.
It was border to border broads and guys.
That was Herpesville,
No,
USA.
Yeah, but in those days, the worst you could get is the
clip.
The clip.
That's probably why
The
you have all
clapper.
your innards all screwed up.
But I lived a good life.
I can see that,
Listen,
but
let
you're
me tell
all
you something.
screwed up now.
All you guys that want to get married, I've been married to the same woman for
Bro.
45 years because I did everything.
Yeah, but Les,
I did it all.
You can't-
And I did it my way, baby.
Les, you can't plug your AC into DC. You're all messed up.
You asked me, did a girl ever?
Yes.
Yeah, oh,
you see,
yeah.
he can't even talk anymore.
Did a girl ever what?
Not like you on a blind date.
Yeah.
Oh, it happens. Yeah,
Yeah, it happened to me.
sure. Yeah.
She said to her, the girl that fixed me up, because the girl told me, she said, he's too cocky. He thinks because he's good looking, he can get anyone.
I can see that.
And I wasn't like that. I was
I
very
probably
nice.
would have said that.
And I was very nice. I'm always nice to somebody.
I didn't like cocky guys.
But I wasn't.
You probably were. You were probably like.
She said
very-
You still are. What are you talking
He's
about? You
wearing
think
those
you're all
tight.
that.
He's wearing those tight pants and the shirt was open.
And you still do that.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You put on your tight pants and you walk around like Elvis Presley.
Have you ever seen me?
Not
with
now,
have
because you
you
just
ever
came
s-
from the gym.
I'm either wearing jeans. I don't wear anything else but jeans.
Now, I seen you dress, and when you want to impress, like he did last week, you know.
Right.
When he had the 2 ladies in here from the gym, did you
Uh-huh.
notice?
Yeah.
He looked like $1 million.
He had those nice shirts.
I could
on.
tell how many veins were on his hemorrhoids. It was so
I
tight.
really like those 2 ladies. I really did.
They don't
I
like
still
you.
do.
They didn't come back.
We know this.
Well, it's hard for them, Frey, because they're
It's
trainers.
not hard. They showed up. You tell people, listen, I'll be back in an hour.
Don't
What's
you
the
like the show when it's just the 3 of us?
Yeah, I do.
No,
That's what I
don't
told
like
him.
this.
I do.
I feel.
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's us 3. We
Me
have a good
too.
time.
Yeah.
We tell things that happen to us, and we never get always. Oh, I like when Dawn's here. 'Cause I like
Dawn
Dawn.
doesn't say 2 words. Daisy didn't know we were speaking English.
Les, I don't think he likes us because he doesn't like just the 3 of us.
I
here.
do.
I
I love
like
it.
big companies. I like parties. I like.
I got
numbers.
news. If you ever want to take a vacation for 5 or 6 days, I'll do the show with her alone.
Oh, I may do that when you come
I'm
back.
serious.
'Cause
When I come
he's
back,
going
you
on
should take-
vacation.
I'm going away for like 7 days, 8
Where
days.
are you going?
I always go up once or twice a year to visit my daughter, and we just have some fun. all
Oh,
of
in
us.
Atlanta?
Yeah, we just we all we do is eat out.
All right.
So,
That's what she said.
I may go. I may go see my parents, or I may go to Montauk.
why don't you?
Good old Montauk.
And why did Linda tell you? Yeah, we deserve a vacation, so take 5,
but
6,
Linda,
7, 8
yeah,
days.
but and then Linda says.
That means I don't get paid.
Linda goes, "Here's the bill."
No, I'll be here with you.
All right.
Linda goes, "Here's the bills, and the bills are higher than the vacation." I said,
No,
"Yeah."
but I'll still be here with her. I'm not going to take off when you're off.
Yeah,
If
but
you,
there are other obligations that I have, Les. This is just one of many.
man, you only live once, and you got to take off to smell the
keep
roses.
hearing that. I keep
You
hearing,
gotta
but
smell
every
the
time I
roses.
smell the roses, I get plucked with a thorn. But it's okay.
Ooh, very
Ooh,
good.
wow, metaphor.
Have you ever smelled the pussy willow?
Yes, on a cocker spaniel.
On a cocker
There really is.
spaniel.
Really is.
I know.
And you blow it, and the pussies go all over.
Yeah,
pussy
they do.
willow.
Pussy willow.
Yeah,
You know, you're not supposed to do that.
pussy willow. I'm allowed. It's a real
if you
flower.
watch Howard Stern's movie, you're not allowed to make inferences.
I wasn't emphasis. I
You
said
can't
it's
say
a
pussy
flower.
willow.
You can't. You're
I
not
can say
supposed to.
pussy cat.
You can say anything you want, but it has to be in the right context.
I once dated a girl who had a pussy.
No, stop. Forget about it. You're gonna get us thrown off the
You
air.
know what she said to
I'm
me?
telling you right now.
Would you like to?
It's a pet.
Would you like to,
To
lick
play
my
with
cat?
my pussycat. Yes, I remember that.
Wah, wah.
Yes, there were a couple of girls I thought I was.
A little too cocky.
Les, listen. If you were at Castaways, we're gonna have to take you and put you in some kind of machine to get all the germs out of your body. Now I understand what the problem is.
But it was understood that was what you did at the Castaways.
Yes,
And
I
the
understand.
women knew it. The women came down
No,
from all over the country
I'm
just
not-
to
I'm
get
not-
banged.
I'm not saying that.
Just like when you the Catskills.
Did you wear a body condom?
I'm gonna tell you, Freddie.
You
I
didn't need
told
it then.
I never ever wore a condom in my life.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. We gotta put you on the machine.
And thank God,
Germs.
never got a disease.
Germs.
You don't know that. These diseases take a long time to manifest. That's
It's
why
a
right
long
now you go to the doctor every week.
But I'll repeat it again.
Yeah,
God,
there
it was
comes.
good.
He would do it again. He would
Oh,
do
yeah.
it
You
all
have
over
no
again.
regrets. None whatsoever.
No, I had a very good wife.
Good.
I really did.
Awesome.
That's what it's all about.
Considering you've talked about your father and his weirdness, and
Ugh.
considering all that, you've done very well for yourself.
My father sold me a restaurant that he didn't own. True story.
Oh my.
I went in one day to go to work because I owned it. I gave him $500. He was leaving town, and as I was in there, they were taking the Coke machines out.
What?
Jeez.
Yeah, and it was a pharmacy, so I had to go up to the guy who owned the whole
Hey,
place.
were you ever arrested?
That I'm not going to talk about. Twice.
Were you?
Yeah, twice.
I'd love to hear that story.
We'll talk about that off the air.
We'll do that off the air. I won't do it.
And then I'll bring it up.
Of course,
Open drink.
some of these people might be still alive.
Oh, never mind.
my.
I don't want to hear about that.
No, so
all
let's just-
about that stuff.
4 minutes.
Yeah, we're going to just drop that one. Never happened. But, yeah, I was...
Is the Castaway still open?
no,
No,
God,
man.
that was...
That closed right when I moved down here, 78, 79.
There's a place on the water. Where is it? It's in, I'm going to say south of Boca is what?
It's Deerfield.
Deerfield.
Which, oh, yeah, I know the Deerfield area.
There's a beach there's a place on
There's
the beach
Pompano, Deerfield, and
in Deerfield.
Right, a restaurant right in the water, right?
Yeah.
The Cove, is that...
by Hillsborough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to come a little bit north.
Okay.
But I know it because I visited a friend of mine like 12 years ago.
Right.
And she hung out there. And what a meat market that place
Oh, my
is.
God. I know. I don't know the name, but I know when you go out there, everyone's wearing a thong.
What thong? They're wearing a ribbon in their hair.
If you want to do this one day with me, you and me, if you won't do it, I want to go down to Haulover Beach.
Where?
Haulover in Miami. It's
Yeah.
right. It's like north of Bal Harbor.
Yeah, exactly.
And how is
It's
that?
an all
3
naked
minutes.
beach.
I don't think it's still naked. I think
Yeah.
got a little
No,
ethnic.
I don't want to.
No, I was there.
Oh yeah.
I worked at a hotel when
About maybe a year ago.
Oh okay.
I worked at a hotel for Granite Transformations. It was a naked pools. They were naked.
That was the first beach I went to when I moved here.
Oh, my
When I
God.
was a
Well,
tourist.
that had to be down like in South
Haulover.
Beach, probably.
It was right by where the office was, a few blocks down.
No, I don't know that one.
But I'm going to tell you something, Les. I didn't like it because all the women were competing with themselves. They
exactly.
were saying, well, look at me, I'm better than him. My husband did this because there were Jewish doctors in
Oh
the
yeah,
building.
you were telling us about that. That
Yeah,
building.
didn't
I
know.
went over. I'm married when I did this. I was with my buddy, the guy that we walk and then we go to Crepes.
Ah, right.
And this lady was
Crepes.
laying like
Crepes,
this.
83-year-old crepes.
Lay like this. And I went over and said, excuse me, do you want me to put some suntan oil on it? She laughed so hard. I asked, do you want me to put some suntan so your nipples don't get burnt? Because there's nothing worse than burnt nipples. And I'll show you how cool she was. She said, the guy in the water, he's a bodybuilder, and there's nothing worse than a burnt penis.
Dun dun dun.
So I said to my friend Dan, we're going to get out of here before that guy gets out of the
The
water.
two creeps from the crepe place.
Hey, did you ever see where they put on Facebook? They had the woman, she's face down, and she gets all these guys to put oil on her back.
Uh-huh.
Where was this?
And then she turns, it's on Facebook.
And it's a guy?
And she turns over, and it's a girl, but they put this fake schlong on her.
Aw.
Right through her bikini. I mean, the thing is huge. And the guys, you should see what they do, the way they run away. They didn't say, oh my God, what is this?
Could you imagine a guy picking up Caitlyn Jenner?
Ugh.
He's the only guy.
Listen.
He's the only guy I know that can screw himself.
Leave him alone. Leave her alone.
Leave it alone.
Leave
You don't
her-
know if it's a her or him.
It's a her. She identifies as a girl.
Does he?
She does.
Now,
She
where
does.
should she go to the bathroom then? Should she go
The
in
women's room.
You think that's right for
No.
women to see that?
No.
I don't.
Just go in the stall. I don't need to see whatever. Guess what?
Have you been to Italy?
Not yet.
Where do you go to the bathrooms there? It's one big room and everyone goes in the bathroom. You can close the door, but guys come out. Well, you know me.
It's a
I'm naked.
poopatorium.
Yeah, I'm naked to begin with when I come
There
out.
are women in there too?
Yeah,
Jesus.
Co-ed, yeah.
I'm glad this show is over.
this show went very fast, Freddie.
God.
It really,
it's too
because it's the three of us.
Yeah.
Jeez.
All right.
Listen, I apologize for all those people we insulted today.
I don't think we
Please.
insulted anybody.
Yeah, I don't think we insulted anyone.
I'm sure we have.
It is Jacon.
Hey, Joanne, you want to see me now, baby? I got a lot of money.
Wah, wah.
That's right.
How you like me now?
That's right.
Are you laughing
But Joanne,
now?
don't worry about it. He's still cheap. Anyway, we will see you tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in today.
Yeah.
Put away your lunch basket. Get back to work. We love you. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
And just remember one thing: if you go to Rio, you can get the condoms past the
Goodbye.
checker.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Well, that's That's about it for today's lunch break with two boys from Brooklyn. You're invited to join the break every day, Monday through Friday at 12 noon. So, if you missed some of the good stuff they served up today, there's more coming next time. Bring your lunch and the boys from Brooklyn will bring the smiles. And it's all live. See you next time. Now go and enjoy the rest of your day.
WBCT West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pam Puso.
This was